everyone. This is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your monthly update for July of 2025. So for people new to the community, you can join my e-list. It's linked in the blog in order to be kept in the loop. I usually send out the monthly missive during the first week of each month, but if and when things come up in between, you may get the occasional additional email to alert you to events or classes that are time sensitive. The month of July brings summer retrogrades, with the energy slowing down and asking you to turn inward to clarify, heal, and anchor what you will need, desire, and deserve going forward or in the very near future, the next 6 months to a year. This year started off with Mars and Venus backwards, activating a recalibration of your inner sacred masculine and feminine, which is how you get anything done, and the values that guide your actions. Because of them, along with a few other special and rare alignments, the first part of 2025 made it hard to get anything new started. Now that is shifting and new energies and choices are available that haven't been activated for many years. That said, the remainder of 2025 is still clearing out the old and preparing space for the very new to come into your life. We have planets moving into new signs, activating new energies and lessons for all of us to navigate going forward. Before I dive into the specifics of July, I want to touch base with you all on a personal note. Thanks to these energies, I too am evolving and feeling the need to freshen up my perspective, the tools I offer, and how I handle community going forward. Many of you have literally been with me since 1996 when I started down this path of service, and I am deeply grateful for your energy and support. That's almost 30 years, y'all. Wow. We've come a long way together. I had an upgrade with Cosmic Switchboard in '99 with the birth of the Power Circle community. Another upgrade came in 2007 with Karmic Tools, and the Venus Circle got underway and has thrived ever since with dedicated souls doing the soul work together. In 2012, another level of dedication to shamanic astrology and the ancestors was activated for me, and you all kept rolling with me. In 2018, I got my Earth Medicine certification, activated the Soul Sister Circle, and started working with Yeye Tish, all of which elevated my gifts and offerings. Now here we are in 2025, the world is going sideways and values are shifting dramatically in the social collective realms. Not to mention technology's evolution along the way. When I started out, a 1-hour call took 8 hours to upload via dial-up internet. We've come a long way, so what's next? In order to answer that, I will need some feedback from you all. What do you want more of? What can you do without? How can I make these energies and cycles more engaging and easy to work with consciously? I've created another survey that I am happy to share a 3-card reading as a thank you for anyone that fills it out. I encourage you to share your thoughts on anything that I could tweak of offerings I already have or new offerings that you're looking for that you would like my perspective on. Also, I posted the Summer Solstice Energetic Support, which includes activations and divinations to guide you for the next 6 weeks. So they are linked here, but you can also register to get in the classroom to access the full divinations and see the cards and all that good stuff. And get your personal activations, which is where Cancer is for you. In addition to whatever you have going on this summer, July and August are going to continue the processing of all that has ended in your life while inspiring new dreams and activating clarifying visions for what you want to cultivate next. This summer quarter prepares us for the upcoming fall and winter quarters. September brings Virgo Pisces eclipses, which activates changes and upgrades to those departments. We will have the lunar flip with 2 back-to-back Virgo new moons, which activates a new rhythm of creation along with the new routines to support where you are heading. And then we will have super full moons to close out the year completely. It is vital that you take some time this summer to clarify what feeds, supports, and protects you personally. There will be a lot of individual processing going on that will also push you to define your terms anew where your relationships and social interactions are concerned as well. No one is exempt. Next year, which is less than 6 months away, is going to bring some very new energetic terrain for one and all. So the better you do with the clearing and closing of the last 10, 20, 30-year cycles, then the stronger this new emerging foundation of new cycles can be activated at this time. July kicks it off with Neptune and Saturn retrograding in Aries, Uranus entering Gemini for the first time in 84 years, and Mercury retrograding in Leo to infuse our thinking, consciousness, and ideas with more love, integrity, and authenticity. So I've included a little write-up on all of these highlights. As Neptune retrogrades in Aries until December 10th, it does this on July 4th. As Neptune begins its sacred inward journey, hovering on the mystical cusp between Pisces and Aries, we are called to retreat into the cosmic womb, a place of deep remembering, spiritual renewal, and the dissolution of illusions. Pisces signals the end of an old collective dream, while Aries sparks the beginning of a new soul-aligned vision rooted in sovereignty and divine purpose. This Neptune retrograde invites us to pause, soften, and reconnect with Source, to let go of external programming and reclaim our original essence. Its medicine is subtle yet transformative, encouraging rest, reflection, and inner dreaming rather than outer striving. Now is the time to tend to your inner temple. So this is Neptune retrograde between July and December. Listen for the whispers of your soul self and allow Spirit to reweave your connection to what is eternally true. As you release what no longer serves, you create space to embody the self your soul came here to express, seeding not just your own new dream, but one that nourishes and uplifts the whole. Ashe. There are more details in the forecast about this particular retrograde, for all these highlights, actually. On July 7th, Uranus enters Gemini until November 7th. And this is for the first time in 84 years, initiating a 7-year cycle of mental awakening, innovation, and radical change in how we think, communicate, and perceive reality. This is just a preview, as Uranus will retrograde back into Taurus later in the year before fully committing to Gemini in 2026, giving us time to notice what ideas, conversations, or truths are beginning to stir. Uranus is the cosmic change agent. It liberates, disrupts, and electrifies the areas of your chart it touches, especially in Gemini, where the pace quickens and the mind opens to paradigm-shifting insights. Okay, this is a huge awakening of completely new thinking that we're going to have to accommodate somehow. Expect flashes of genius, but also overwhelm if your mental boundaries aren't strong enough and your filters aren't clean enough. This transit demands new ways of processing, expressing, and filtering information. Clearing clutter, grounding the nervous system, and staying flexible are all essential at this time. On a collective level, we're echoing the revolutionary energies of the 1940s, but with evolved tools and consciousness. Personally, this is a rare invitation to awaken your inner genius, liberate your voice, and reimagine how you engage with truth. Pay attention to what's emerging now. Your future self depends on it. Deep breath. So whatever house is Gemini house for you is the one that's going to get the awakening, liberation, cracking open, change, Uranus energy. Grounding is necessary. Boundaries are good. It's going to be helpful to manage your input-output, to navigate the new charge of excitement and electricity and possibility. Even all those Gemini ideas have to be grounded or put in containers of some sort to be useful to anyone but you. Which brings us to Saturn retrograding in Aries for the first time until November 27th. This happens on July 12th, which marks a powerful turning point, a sacred pause between the end of an old 30-year cycle and the beginning of a new one. As Saturn, the great teacher, revisits both Aries and Pisces during this time, we are called to reflect, refine, and reclaim our true identity and purpose before stepping forward. Saturn in Aries demands personal responsibility, self-sovereignty, and mature action. It's about becoming the architect of your own life, grounded in your own inner authority rather than external systems. This retrograde offers a final opportunity to clear old karmic residue, heal unresolved identities, and prepare your inner foundation before the new cycle begins in earnest in 2026. Collectively, it signals the rebirth of leadership rooted in authenticity and integrity, and individually, it asks you to slow down, listen deeply, and align with the path your soul is ready to walk in real time, for real. So it is going to end up going direct in Pisces, and that'll be the final clearing, and 2026 brings in all new energy going forward. The last thing is on July 17th when Mercury will actually retrograde at 15 Leo until August 11th. This year, Mercury retrogrades through fire signs, Sag, Aries, Leo, which will transform whatever ideas you initiate this year and upgrade or renew how you express yourself and your creativity. When Mercury extends its stay in that department of your life, you get extra time and energy to review your creative ideas, inspire new dreams, and integrate more authenticity. Fire energy has to be directed or it can cause trouble, so knowing your own elemental balance always helps. If you are naturally fiery, then this may feel like a mixed blessing to you, but it's really an opportunity to slow down and question if the energy that you are pouring into your ideas at this time is well spent or burning through your resources. It's time for a review in the Leo department of your chart and check in with your conscious mind. When Mercury is there for an extended time, it's time to review your individual inspiration, your own self-love, your inner joy and playful spirit, your creativity and self-expression are all up for renewal at this time. Are you being as authentic as possible? Who leads your life more often, your ego or your heart? Do a personal inventory and reconnect with your own heart before coming out to express in all new ways once it goes direct August 11th. So it entered Leo June 26th, retrogrades July 17th, goes direct August 11th, and enters Virgo finally September 2nd. So these are just my highlights. If you are missing the weekly forecast and all the details of the energetic support available on a weekly basis, you can access that and more at this link in my blog. This is to the Power Circle subscription, which includes lots of custom goodies based on your chart, along with the weekly forecast and lunar tools, which folks are finding tremendously supportive, especially if you are a tracker. So I invite you to get that personal support. You know, you get your individual tools to find out what's going on with you, and then the details of the weekly forecast and the lunar tools are what's going on up in the sky for everyone, and you blend those to make your moves. Events for this month are July 10th, the Power Circle monthly community event is around Uranus entering Gemini, so we're going to talk about how to maximize this time. And July 17th is Venus Circle. We are doing our release work in Gemini at the solar plexus. And you're welcome to drop in, but that is a subscription. And I am encouraging you all to join me for these elemental classes. I'm trying to do all 4 elements. Air didn't kick off like I thought it would, and usually you all are the most engaged with astrology. But the water signs are related to our ancestors and ancient patterns. So if you're interested in doing a one-day workshop with me there, it is tentatively scheduled for July 31st, 6 to 9 p.m. Eastern, which is 3 to 6 p.m. Pacific. And I need at least 10 people to register to go forward with this class. So let me know if you're interested in that. My events with Yeye Tish and her Patreon community are the new moon and full moon rituals. July 9th is going to be the Capricorn full moon, and July 23rd will be the Leo new moon money pouring. So we do the burden burning for the full moon and the money pouring for the new moon, and you have to be a Patreon member. I recommend tier 2 for $25 a month because then you get both. But if you just want the money pouring, you can do the $5 a month. Now, Relevant Reflections has been reorganized because we have some new additions and new things to think about. All that Mars stuff is done. Venus is on her way now. Everybody's moved on. So I'm recommending that you review the replay of the Power Circle Jupiter and Cancer call. And if you want the goodies, you just have to register. Neptune in Aries actually has 2 wonderful replays from April 10th when we talked about it entering Aries, and July 11th when we went deep into some divinations because Neptune's otherworldly, and so we wanted our guidance a different way. But I've also done a post for Uranus and Gemini. The Saturn in Aries replay would be useful right now. And And going back to the Mercury retrograde in fire signs for the whole year of 25 would probably be tremendously revealing at this point. Here's the thing, y'all. We all go through these little phases where we listen to the energies up front before they happen, and then they happen. Or life goes on and we're busy and we don't get to it, and now we listen to it on the back end. You still get your confirmation. Yes, you did this, this, and this with that time. You were completely supported whether you knew it or not. And this year is really resetting our fire signs in our processing department and our ideas and thinking with Mercury related things, okay? So that replay is probably pretty juicy at this point. So at the moment, my monthly circles are the Power Circle, which is bonus material for my subscribers there who get the weekly forecast and the lunar tools and all those goodies. The Venus Circle, which is following the 18-month Venus cycle, 9 months of release work, 9 months of reclamation. And if you are a tracker and a journaler, then there's a reading and custom guide that goes with that I think you would love. And she did her reset in Pisces Aries, so if those energies are important to you, this cycle is going to be important to you, so that reading and custom guide would be very supportive as well. And the Soul Sisters Circle at the moment is only gathering for the fire ceremonies, but I'm reorganizing my animal medicine and trying to decide if we're going to do a monthly Soul Sisters Circle. For now, we have the seasonal every 6 weeks when we do the fire ceremony. At the bottom of the blog is the energy of the month, which would be Cancer. The Astro Tarot reading is my signature 2-for-1. If you have a community and would like me to drop in and talk about the energies, I love to do that. Or if you have a website with a resources page and want a link to Karmic Tools, there is an affiliate program that gets you a little kickback. And at the bottom is my Soul Sister Circle invite, which I'm actually redreaming, but it's still a good one if you want a little bit of my story and all of my core values that run through the circles I host. So that's it for this monthly update. Refer to the blog post for links and directions. Join me when and where you can. Reach out directly when you need to, and have a fantastic month. This is Callie Beard of Karmic Tools signing off.